Yes, you guys, welcome back. I'm Nini FC, this is Blue Lions TV, and today we have 3 stories to break down. Here are the latest news surrounding the potential destination for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We have more updates surrounding our massive transfer saga for Erling Haaland. So, tons to break down, tons to discuss. And if you guys want to stay up to date to the latest news, discussion, and breaking analysis, then make sure you guys have the notification bell turned on, because for some reason, YouTube's starting to shake me a little bit and it's not too nice. And of course, before we start the first story, let me get one amazing plug out of the way first. Now, before we get into anything, I want to give a massive shout out to OneFootball, because right now, you guys, courtesy of OneFootball, there is a massive prize giveaway, and that prize is one of you lucky guys has the opportunity to win an England jersey with this summer's Euros. And of course, to have your chance of winning, make sure you download OneFootball and follow England throughout this summer's Euros. Now, to enter, it's extremely easy, you guys. All you have to do is go to the description, click on the competition link. Once you're on there, of course, if you have not downloaded the OneFootball app, there is a link for that, because you need to download it to participate. Make sure you copy and paste or write the first article you see on the OneFootball app, then state the national team that you support, follow the rest of the details, and really it's as easy and as quick as that. This summer, you guys, make sure you follow the national team in style. As I said, you'll find all the relevant information in the description below. Make sure you guys enter, download OneFootball, and of course, good luck to whoever wins the prize. And right now, you guys, we finally move on to the breaking, beautiful Erling Haaland news, courtesy of Matt Law. Make sure you guys give him a follow and stay updated his reports, because he revealed Erling Haaland wants to sign for us. Erling Haaland, you heard it right, you guys. Erling Haaland wants to sign for Chelsea Football Club. This is amazing news, and as Matt reports, Haaland is more than comfortable waiting another season if for whatever baffling reason we cannot reach any agreement with Dortmund to sign him this summer. Of course, we know next summer his release clause is literally half what Dortmund want right now, but for me, you guys, this would be a bit mad. This would be tempting fate. Whilst we have the lead, we can't afford to take advantage, and also purely based on the fact as well that Haaland could need like at least 1 season to acclimatise to the league. So let him come right now, let's sign him up. And the news does continue on, because based on that hypothetical, if Haaland decided to sign for us next season for financial reasons, we can't make it happen, we'd still look at strikers. And as I've been telling you guys, don't give up on the Lukaku reports. Now, I'll give my opinions. Roman, please, man, we get it. Times are exciting, but let's calm down a little bit. Haaland, Lukaku next season, you know what I mean? Well, Tuchel, he's going to have to make like some 2-2-6 tactics. Let's not tempt fate too much, yeah. But for me, you guys, I sensed it. We're one of the only clubs that can afford, and be one of the good books of Raiola. And we have a great relationship with Borussia Dortmund, doing tons of business involving Pulisic and Michy Batshuayi over the years. But anyway, you guys, let's continue on. We got more details and information in regards to the financial package, the money it's going to take to sign this guy this summer. Now, of course, the transfer fee will range between 154 million to 170 million, which is out of this world money. But you know, if you want to sign Europe's very best, you got to. I mean, look at PSG. When they spent that absolute fortune to sign Mbappe, have they looked back since? And the beauty of that is that with how the big clubs operate and sign players, I mean, let's say some mad hypothetical where we've got Haaland and 5 years later he wants to leave. I mean, we're going to be getting back that money easily. The money just recirculates with the very big clubs. And of course, the power structures remain the same as they always have. Now, we move on to wages, and it would seem like Raiola would want Haaland to get up to 300k per week. Now, 300k per week, of course, is a mad ton of money, but you know, like 6-7 years ago, I think, when Real Madrid signed Gareth Bale, that was the type of wage packet they were offering already. So it's not out of this world, considering that De Bruyne is the highest paid player in the league, earning between 385,000 per week. And let's not forget, before Hazard left for Real Madrid, we offered him wages of up to 400,000 a week. So we have the money for it, you guys. But of course, you have to add those costs up. If Haaland's receiving 300k per week, that's going to be like roughly, 30 million per season. And if he's on like a 4, 5, 6 year contract, that money is going to add up. And let's not forget as well, Mino Raiola will cash out himself. When Pogba signed for Man United, rumours suggested that he received up to 20 million euros as part of that deal. And as I've been saying for a while, news that we should know by now, we have amended our relationship with Raiola. We aren't doing that for no reason. Raiola has some of the best talents under his name. And you'd imagine that if Raiola received up to 20 million euros for the Pogba deal, imagine how much he will receive if Haaland signs for us. Now, of course, you guys, this is a mad amount of money, but I feel like one thing I like to stress all the time is that even though we are in London and we occupy spaces with Arsenal and Tottenham, we are not on the same level. We are a super club alongside the other big boys. When we sign players, we shouldn't be thinking about whether we can flip them on to make a profit. I mean, that's absolutely redundant in my opinion, because clubs who are fortunate enough to be in the position we are in, we go for titles and trophies every single season. To be able to do that, you have to sign the very best there is. So I feel like if push came to shove, of course, we'd cough up the money. Now, of course, right now, as I stressed in yesterday's video, make sure you guys give that a watch. I went into depth on that one. People are loving it. Don't miss out. The reality is, though, of course, if we can find ways to explore to bring the price down, it would be stupid not to. One advantage that we do have is that the likes of your Real Madrids and Barcelonas are priced out. They can't afford him. They've got their own financial difficulties at this point in time. And the moment that Aguero signed for Barca, that ruled them out. For me, it's good to explore the possibility of Tammy Abraham being part of the deal. I think tactically he would suit Dortmund's system perfectly. I think that, of course, it could be very easy to negotiate as well. But you'd imagine that if Dortmund are forced to sell him this window, they want that money in their books. You know what I mean? They want that full 150 million as part of their books. And to be honest with you guys, if I was a Dortmund fan, would I be upset if Haaland left? I mean, probably not. I mean, there's probably another 100 million rated player behind him. His name is Moukoko. He made his debut one day after turning 16 years old. We know about him, he's been banging in goals for fun since he was born, basically. And with the money they generate, as well as the players they have in your Reynas, your Moukokos, etc., etc., you know, Dortmund, they're still going to be good. For me, though, we can afford it, we should do it. And it goes back to something I've been stressing since day one, when the strategy for the club is to give opportunities and pathways for academy players to be part of the team. It allows you to sign the very best that Europe offers. It's really that simple. If you look at the academy grads that are broken into the team, these guys are rated from 30 million plus. 30 million plus. We should be supplementing these guys in the team for the continued future. We have even more talents to come through that you guys don't even know about. This is the model to follow. Let's hope it happens, you guys. And right now, we move on to another massive story today, you guys. I hope you're staying right to the end. Honestly, you'll be missing out. Otherwise, we're now going to discuss reports surrounding Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now, to first be able to do that, we have to talk about Maurizio Sarri and what the hell is exactly happening with him right now. Now, it seems today is the day he has to finalize whether he is accepting Lazio's offer to become their new manager. Of course, their previous one, Inzaghi, has signed for Inter Milan. For some reason, Napoli signed Spalletti over Sarri, and it seems that if Lazio want to secure Maurizio Sarri, there's two things they have to assure him. Number one, don't sell any star players. That means your Albertos, your Milinkovic-Savic's, your Immobiles. These guys need to remain. And for the second stipulation, he wants to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek move to the Stadio Olimpico for a one-year loan. Now, this is mad news. This news has been breaking in Italy. And I just think, right now, you guys, it's the perfect time to give my thoughts and opinions. Now, I want to say this straight, yeah? Ruben is a box-to-box mid. Sarri used him as a box-to-box mid. Hence why we saw the ridiculous spike in form and the ridiculous potential on show. Now, what I'm about to say is something I will keep saying forever, yeah. That season under Sarri, I haven't seen a player going toe-to-toe with Eden Hazard in regards to influence in the team. That was how good Ruben is. Yes, I know it was back in the day and memories get foggy and everyone forgets, but never ever forget just how important he became. Ruben is a box-to-box mids. He is a Yaya Toure-esque player. And I know some man are going to think, Nini, are you saying that Ruben's as good as Yaya? There's always some people that misconstrue that. Please dismiss me with that for this video, yeah? But the reality is the reality. He's in that same molds and that same caliber. If you're at Fulham and you're being played as a cam, being played on the wings, being played up front, I mean, it's no surprise why you're not going to get the best out of him. And that's why I didn't care. For me, the main positive was that he remained injury-free throughout the entire season. Now, the reality is too, Ruben is going to get a pre-season, and I'm hoping that happens, yeah, because for me, I want to see Tuchel assess every player first before decisions get made. But I think right now, now's the time to look at the hypotheticals behind the reasoning behind a potential loan move. And to be honest, I can see some pros and some benefits. I think number one, the fact that Ruben is working under Sarri, a manager that had belief in him, that gave him the opportunities, that told him what he had to do to break himself in the team. You'd imagine that Ruben would consider that and think, okay, moving to Lazio for 1 season long, a Lazio team that are in the Europa League, a Lazio team that will allow me to play in my best position, that have a strong midfield where I could be linking up alongside Milinkovic-Savic. Savic being the more supportive player, Ruben being the more offensive one. Not only does playing under Sarri, playing in a system that gets the best out of him, going to do wonders for his career and for his rejuvenation, but at the same time, there's also a possibility that more markets open up for him. Other Serie A clubs could also look at him too. I think another reason is the fact that once the next season does end, don't think that we are seeing the same midfield forever. There are going to be changes. There's going to be a time where Jorginho won't be in the team. There'll be a time when Cover isn't going to be here too. Maybe Ruben could be thinking, I could play the long game here. If I perform for Lazio, that's going to put me right back at the top. Realistically, even if he had an amazing season at Fulham, there'd still be doubts behind him for some reason. And of course, having the possibility to play in the Europa League, a tournament which he took full advantage of under Sarri, this would allow him to play consistently, a lot more consistently than if he was to sign for us and compete for himself in the team. Playing the long game, he could come back the following season where, if he performs, he could have a spot and a place ready for him back in the team. For me, this would be a good move. This would make sense, but as I'm stressing you guys, I have to see Ruben getting an opportunity in pre-season first. I mean, come on, they're Italian clubs. They wait till the final day every single season. We know how they run. And right now, you guys, that's going to be the end for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. There's going to be more content coming out today. Make sure you don't forget my videos I released yesterday. I did the sick Haaland reaction video and I discussed breaking news, giving some exclusive insight and news in that video too. So right now, I'm Nini FC. This is Blue Lions TV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.